Alright, I've had heaps of other students ask me about how to do things on Citect, so I thought, stuff it, I may as well just make a video and show you how to do it. So I'll go through pretty much start till and a basic one going. Yeah. So what you want to do is start off here, start a new project, call it whatever, Josh. Made by me. Cool. And that will make a new program there. If it works on this computer. Cool. And then we'll go, next thing you want to do is do communications. So you go here with the Express IO setup. With the new Citect, a lot of it is pre-made, so it's quite easy. IO server 1, just keep it like that, unless you want to change it, but why bother? IO device, so just, like in this case PLC, but could be anything really. That will be external. Choose which type of PLC you're using. So I'll go MT40. Can't remember which one it is there, but that'll do. Enter your IP address of the IO device. So skip that for now. Here is if you'd want to import your addresses over. I haven't quite done it because you have to convert them all into Modbus as well, I think. So, but yeah, so you just follow this way of doing. You can go browse and find the file, and then yeah, I won't do that today though. Okay, so that's finished. That's set up all our servers. Alright, so then you'd want to go to your system, set up your roles and users. So we've got here roles and users here. So roles, administrators are pre-built in for the new versions of Citect. But let's just add one here. Make them so they've got privileges from 1 to 6 here. It's just the numbers can be from range to 1 to 8. You don't have to put 1, 2, 6. You could just make it 6, and they can only have that set of privileges. But yeah, for this we'll do 1 to 6. Add that in, and we'll do operator as well. And he can be 1 to 4. Cool, so we've got operator, engineer, and also the administrator. Now we'll go back to the main, and we'll do the users. Password at A. In my role, I'll be the administrator. Cool. And you'd obviously add more, but for now just have my name there. And then you would go make some pages. So all these here are already pre-made templates. So if you want them, all you have to do is open them and then save, and then that's now saved to that project. So I like to have the startup page, an analysis page which will show trends, and then alarms, and then a pre-made one for your graphics and stuff. So I'll make one here. We'll just go with normal. And I like to change the background color because it just makes it easy to see. Yeah, that's good. Cool. So what we'll do for this video is we'll just have like a variable that will count, and then you'll be able to change that variable. So I'll just make and that's a number, we'll get to all these. Cool. So that's a number, just a background so you can see it easier. I'll make a button that we'll be able to change that number later. Cool. And I'll make something that changes state kind of thing. So you can either do it here, symbol set, or you can do all these from here, symbol set. So I might keep it as a light. Now we'll change it to something else so I can show you how to do it. Yeah, you've got a range of different things here. Let's just make it a motor. Yeah, just for the hell of it. Motor green. So off, it's just normal and then changes to green. I'll put that there. Put it up here. Cool. So we've got this. I'll save it. Save all. And call that. That's my GUI. Cool. So now what you want to do is you want to go to Equipment Editor. So that's under here. Project Editor, Equipment Editor. And that will take a little while to load, I think, on this computer. Yeah, so this is where you want to do all your variables and things. You can do it all this way and punch them all in, but there's kind of a long way of doing it, and it gets confusing when you get, hundreds of different variables. Yeah, here it is. Cool. So there's a pre-made one here, motor, but we'll delete that for now. Delete. So make a new type. This is, just the type of equipment. So motors, and this new project. Cool. So in here you put anything that will affect the motor. So in this case we'll hit this variable that'll turn it on or off. So just to be easy, we'll make it int and make it just like a count. So just count. But in different projects you'd put like power or something like that. But just for this, we'll make it easy. So here you want to write this equipment.io device. So that's the prefix, and then you would go underscore, and then what you want to call it. So again, count. This is the variable here. I'll make it int. But yeah, they've like Boolean and stuff. They've changed the name, so that would be digital or whatever. But yeah, we'll try int for now. IO device. For simulation, it's best to keep it as internal for to show your simulation working. It's just easier to see if your work actually is going. But once you want to actually connect, you change all this to PLC. But for now, we'll just do internal. Address, that'd be like 4008 or whatever. Just whatever your Modbus address was. That's where you put your address of that variable. And we'll start off at 0, and that can go to 100. Cool. And that's that. And yeah, so it's just the count number there. And if you want, you can make a trend here. So we'll make another trend tag here. So what you'd do for the name is I'll just copy this name here and make that the trend. So the trend tag is called count trend, and the expression is just what it's actually trending. So just copy this again. So trend, the count trend is going to trend the count. Yeah. Just see what else you put in here. So you would then put so sample period, which is just whatever you want here. So I'll just go with that. Oh, before I forget, make that actually a cluster. Yeah, that's kind of yeah, you got to do that. Type, which will be trend periodic, and cluster again. Keep it to cluster 1. Storage method. For int, I'll just go with scaled. It's alright for that. Yeah, I think that's fine for this. Make sure you update and save every time. Yep, cool. Update, save. Do it over and over. Cool. Okay, so then you'd go to your equipment. So this is the prefix here, this equipment, which is going where this is. So that's the equipment, actual type kind of thing, the broader prefix. Yeah. So I'll make one here. I'll make it motor. So under should be the same type as this. So I hope that, yeah, so that type has to match here. Cool. Cluster 1, tag prefix, motor. Make this internal for now. Comment and stuff if you want. That's really all you need, just the 3 here. Like I said, you'd want to change it later when you actually want to connect up to the device. But yep, for now it's all good. Yeah, the thing with this version of Citect is that it doesn't register a lot of this until you've like saved and exited. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. So like later on you'll yeah, like you'll have that, and then it won't know that those addresses have been made until you've exited the whole thing. So here, I'll exit there, open it back up. Bit slow on this computer. Yeah, so this is the 2015 version. But yeah. Cool, so we'll go back to that page that we made. Nope, wrong one. Yeah, graphics, pages, GUI. Cool, so what we'll do is we'll put in that variable. So we'll put in, should be here now. Yep, and it is. So that will show that. That number there will now show that value. And then we'll make a button to be able to change that at the moment. So what you want to do here, press down, and we'll put that tag in, and then we'll be a little bit tricky, and we'll put a little bit of code in. So if I can remember how to do it. Form numpad, bracket, and then you then you'd write in here what you want to see at the top of the bar. It'd be like this kind of thing. So I just write numpad, but you know, write whatever you want there, and then comma, and then you'd insert your variable you want again, and then comma 0. That should work, I think, hopefully. And we'll make this turn on. So turn on when motor count is greater than 50. Okay. Apply. Actually, and we'll give this a privilege. So access. We'll give it a privilege restriction, and we'll make it so only the admin can do it. So previously I made the admin the only one that could reach the level 8 clearance, so level 8. Cool. And so we'll try running it. Actually what I need to do is I need to make a trend. So I put a little backing here so it's easy to see. Grey is always a good one. So just a grey box, and then go here, which is the trending. I'll put that over top of it. And so here are the different pins, so you'd set, if you had heaps of different variables, this is where you'd set it. And when you use the equipment editor, this, when we set up that trend, it'll automatically come in here, that trend tag. So that's pretty good there. Apply. So now we've got that'll trend those values. We'll save that. And while we're doing trends, we may as well set up the a whole page for the trends. So, like I said before, process analysis page here is a pre-made page, a template that's already been set up. So all you got to do is open that up, and yeah, change just similar to that other trend we had, is just set the pins. We want to do that on the startup. So what we'll do there is we'll go properties of the page and events. So on the page entry you want to show the trend. So so 1 is the pin number, comma, and then the name of the trend, which in this case, I can't remember what I called it. I think that's what I called it. That's the prefix and the trend name. And yeah, that's all you need to do for that. And if you had more pins, you just put it after, like more trends you wanted to put on it. So yeah, and we'll see if that works. Compile, and we'll run it, and hopefully that's the basics down. There's also, like, this is a really basic overview, but I hope it helps to kind of see how some of this stuff works. Just I'd recommend using equipment editor just for everything, really. It's crazy how much you can do in that. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. But yeah, let's see if this works. Hope I got that trend name right. Just got to make sure you get all your addresses right there. Variable names, sorry, not addresses. Alright, so here we are. We'll log in with that, so we have those privileges. Cool. Usually I'd have a startup page here that I'd make, and yeah, but we'll just look in the pages here. Start a fit, the GUI one that we made. So right now that value that we made is at 40. We'll change that to 30. Okay, and that shows that trend is changing. Let's chuck it over 50 and that should turn on, hopefully. Yep, it does. The trend is working there. Let's look at our trend page that we made. Yep, this one always takes a little while to load, but yeah, see it there, working well. And then pre-built alarm page here. Obviously we're not connected to the PLCs. Yeah, that should be just about the basics to start off. Catch you around.